वांग में मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो में वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्म एधि वेदस्य मणिस्थ श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासि अनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ May my speech be firmly established in my mind. May the mind too be firmly established in my speech. May there be perfect correspondence between my thoughts, words, and actions. O self-effulgent one, be revealed in my consciousness. May the truths of the scriptures shine forth in my life. May not what I learn from them ever forsake me. Let me live my life day and night according to their teachings. I shall speak what is appropriate. I shall speak the truth. May that protect me. May that protect the teacher. Om. Peace. 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 Let us feel the unchanging core of our being as a steadily burning candle flame. And let us concentrate on it. This is beyond the continuously changing world, our body and mind. Deep beyond that is this core of our being. Conscious, self-luminous, one without a second. As we concentrate on it, this steadily burning candle flame becomes bigger and bigger. brighter and brighter. This flame has pervaded my whole body. I am resplendent, made of light. All my limbs are made of light, just as in a wax statue. Everything, all limbs are just wax. So I am feeling my bones, blood, skin, all the organs, all limbs is made of that one light. It is light itself. I see the same light has occupied the whole universe. There is nothing but that light. It is one without second. It is all bright yet soothing, uniform, luminous existence. I am that. I am thus beyond birth and death. I am peace itself. I am the ultimate bliss itself. Om. Peace. 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 So, dear friends, let us begin our today's study of this great Sufi text which forms the basis of all future Islamic studies and provides, not only to those who are Muslims, but belonging to any religion, the essence of non-duality. The non-duality which encompasses everything and yet gives a lot of scope to the variety which comes and goes. The variety does not hurt the non-duality. Variety gets uh, all included in this non-duality. So this particular book, of Ibn Arabi, Futuhat al-Makkiyah, as we had seen earlier, Futuhat means it is revelation. It just is explores before you. It is not a logical or rational consequence of anything. It just shines forth, that's all. And that is where it happened was in Makkah, as Ibn Arabi, while traveling, went to Mecca and had these revelations, and therefore they are called Al-Makkiyah. And this translation is a huge treatise, friends. And one guesswork says that all has not even been translated in English. The translation that we are following here, it is only one of the 37 volumes. This was, imagine, that, and that one volume we could not complete last year and are not going to be able to complete this summer as well. It is pretty vast literature. He was writing it for more than 3 decades of his life. He has many other books, and this is the kind of magnum opus. All that his thoughts are contained in this, and this is translated. The translation that we are following, it is on online. I found it as draft translation, means it is evolving. It is they like it is said in the new programs, it is B version, means put out for experiments and trying and reporting the problems. So that is what we are using, but it is a very beautiful translation in English by Muhammad Haj Yusuf, who is a physicist, cosmologist, and a student of Islamic literature, especially related to Ibn Arabi. It is so. This is what we have been following. Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi, born in 1165 in Andalusia, Spain, died on November 16, 1240. So, and this Muhyiddin means reviver of religion, and Al-Sheikh Al-Akbar means the greatest master of the spirit of these teachings, and then is most influential among Sufi mystics, Of course, because of his uh, deep adherence to non-duality, he has attracted many critics also, which because Islam, along with Christianity and Judaism, they officially, at the level of organized church or mosque or temple, are proclaimed as monotheistic religions, which accept or proclaim duality. Means God is the creator, we are all the created. There is a duality between them, and that is maintained in all these studies except the mystic studies. They at the organizational level, this duality is very beneficial for the growth of organization. People can understand it better. They have you can have some idea of God somewhere uh, to whom you can adhere to, and that God controls this world. So we submit to that Lord, and that God will fulfill all our wishes. Uh, for example, if I want good health, so you can pray to that God. It is easy. If you want money, you can pray to that God, oh, give me money. And then such God beyond the skies is liked by people. You can collect funds in the name of such a thing. You can have a lot of devotees singing and dancing and all that in the name of that God. It is. But the questions then, where is that God? That is very difficult to answer. If you do not hold on to this non-dual understanding, then the questions raised by science are difficult to answer. That is why that our Sarva Priyananda quotes from that beautiful book of Christian theologian, that it is, he has given the title Sat Chid Ananda to his book, his Christian that defense against the onslaught of science, and he confesses there that the existing Christian theologies cannot refute that onslaught, cannot answer that onslaught of these scientists. All these dialogues in that, you see, the church is taking beating. Science is getting victory, as it were, except this Vedanta concept. He mentions it in introduction, that it is in Vedanta you find this tool to hold on to, which will counter all those Christian that attacks on theology. Uh, and so he has titled that book as Existence, Consciousness, Bliss. Gave the Sanskrit words there, Sat Chid Ananda. So it's a nicely written book. So it is the so this Ibn Arabi, therefore, is subjected to a lot of criticism by the organized Islam, that he is not presenting the Quran properly. But that is always the case. They so this is, but it matches so much with the other uh, mystics, Sufi mystics, experiences and writings, that if you do not accept him, you are kind of rejecting all Sufi mystics. So we were studying last time that a challenging thing always is to find the connection between the apparent world, various names and forms, and this one without second spirit that we were meditating on. That one without second spirit, how it is connected to the body, and how we have people whom we like, other people whom we don't like, some we uh, hold high in the world, we like them, some others we despise them. So, how that is, and what about the spirit? This the spirit is evil there, and this analogy that we had seen, this is actually he has given this as a meditations, a spiritual practice. That this he took as another analogy. Then look at the opposite to get yet another symbol. That one symbol was discussed earlier, that it is how the sun and the light, all that gets illumined, and how it is. So now this, look at this, that yet the symbol for whom, whose knowledge is far above counting. Far above counting means all human ways of knowing. It is good to know the limitations of the human ways of knowing. And we use them, but if we understand the limitations of them, then we are not likely to be cheated. Like you take some medicine for some problem, uh, and then there are the side effects of that medicine. So, if you know those side effects, then you can take and then be aware that it can cause these problems and can counter those problems. So, similarly, if we know we use the empirical knowledge and the sciences, very good. But it has limitations. And what is the limitation? The fundamental limitation is that they all depend on logic. And logic or mathematics, you can, both are same, It is, they depend on some, our brain. Our brain has these steps, it goes from step to step, one step, second step. It all depends on numbers, and these numbers, they are not really the ultimate thing. You therefore get only something that can be put in numbers. Therefore he says counting, whose knowledge is far above counting. All sciences rest on counting. So that which is not countable, there is a special meaning to this word in mathematics, countable and uncountable. So I am talking here not only in the way mathematics says countable and uncountable. Beyond all these divisions of countability and uncountability, this is the principle that transcends the limitations of our brain. And that knowledge is supreme. Only a part of it gets filtered through our brain, that's all. It is according to the capability of our brain, and therefore, as the brain differs, that knowledge also differs. And the brains of different creatures, even amongst human beings, you see such a vast difference. Because although our brains have similar structure, externally speaking, the programming on each brain is a bit different, and therefore you will see so much difference in opinions, thoughts. They are not uniform. It is, and that even in one person, they are not the same all the time. Like what our Charlie, just example, it happens to everybody, but uh, just example, what Charlie used to think 40 years ago, his thoughts are now not exactly same, are they? No, it is, they change, you see. Even in the same person, what to speak of many different people, because that is the defect of this particular method of knowledge, that which depends on counting. As if we were the same in our essence. It transcends these differences and sees that oneness in the essence, that the clarity of the glass or the body is from the clarity of its spirit. Knowledge shows two separate these two separates uniting, two separates coming together, as it were, when we are seeing the glass and the contents. Now they both impart this each other their understanding. We see them as together and thus get deceived. Means the properties of the glass and the properties of the water or spirit, whatever is filled in it, they get kind of confused, and thus one gets passed for another. So the temporary thing in us, like body, mind, these are all what? Changing things. It is, and then there is something unchanging. There is this superimposition between the two. Those who want to study it more deeply, I suggest please read Shankaracharya's that small thesis, so small essay, as an introduction to his commentary on the Vedanta aphorisms. It is called superimposition, the commentary on superimposition. So, this essay or treatise on superimposition is considered by many modern philosophers as well as one of the greatest philosophical treatises written anywhere in the whole history of mankind. That all our knowledge, what we call knowledge, is based on this superimposition. And therefore it is bound to be erroneous. because this is the superimposition. The conscious permanent entity and the changing uh, this impermanent entity, unconscious entity and conscious entity, they are getting superimposed, body and the spirit. Uh, and they, on each other, this gets superimposed. And this superimposition is the basis of all our knowledge. What we call knowledge, it is actually ignorance. Because that superimposition, how can there be? It is not superimposition possible there. They are opposite of each other. And thus, paraspara viruddha swabhavayoho, that is the Shankaracharya's wonderful words there. And therefore, what happens? Being cheated is quite expected. Superimposition is what makes us get cheated. So in our whole life we get cheated like that. That is our story. He says that is therefore naisargikoyam loka vyavharaha. This confusion being the basis of all our regular behavior, because our knowledge uh, gives rise to our awareness and our behavior. That suppose you get the awareness that this is a fruit to be eaten, then your awareness changes, you go towards it. Oh, I am hungry, let me eat it. Now, because of your awareness, you go there. Somebody who knows that it is only these plastic things, not really the fruits, is not getting attracted towards that, because the difference of knowledge is there. You think that it is fruit, the other person says, no, it is not fruit. So, according to the level of our understanding, the things they manifest to us and our behavior. So, therefore, because of this confusion, what happens? That we experience, we go to get happiness and end up in getting misery. uh, that is our story. Nobody ever goes to get misery. Oh, let me get more misery. What, Tilak, do you want to go get more misery? Not now, no, never, isn't it? But then we go to get happiness, and but because of the confusion, we land in getting misery instead. And since it is my mistake, I cannot even say that it is misery. I say, oh, I'm doing well, I'm fine, everything is going on well, like that. So it is. And yet, if you analyze as Buddha did, this whole world is suffering. Top to bottom, it is made of just suffering. So why? Because of this confusion. So it is how you see the spirit is the same in all. A spirit in what we call a good person, uh, and the spirit in what we call an evil person, it is the same. It is the color of the glass. That is the different. So this is to be what Ibn Arabi wants to say. He here quotes from another Sufi, is about say 50, 60 years before him. Is Junaid his name. That when Al-Junaid uh, was asked about knowledge and the knower, then he said, the color of the water is the color of its cup. Whatever the color of the cup is, water has no its color. Whatever cup you used to put it in, now that becomes the color of the water. Actually, there is no color to that water. So, the knower and the known, that is, what is the knower? How to know the knower? That is a challenging thing, that it is, that it cannot be, if you know who is the knower, then that doesn't remain knower, that becomes known. The category changes, it is, that's a dilemma, that if it is, if you know the knower, then it doesn't remain knower. Like that example they gave about how these contradictions get involved, that there was one only barber in a village, and he claimed that in this village, those men who do not shave themselves, uh, I shave them all. Those who do not shave themselves, I shave them all. Somebody said, you fellow, you are lying. Why? What about you yourself? If you are shaving yourself, that means you should not shave yourself, because you shave those who don't shave themselves. And then if you are not shaving yourself, then you must shave yourself. So it is all the statement about knowing the knower are like that. They cannot be resolved because of this confusion, that it is as is the cup, so appears the spirit. So now he has given this analogy, that Allah, the God, and we all need to have a name, a symbol to worship. Allah is great and greatness is my gown. Bright is my moon and light is my sun. See, this is a poetry, so one cannot just analyze it logically, but try to feel it, that the east is my west. It is while setting, uh, while setting places are my rising place, and parting is closeness, and closeness is parting. Where all these conflicts, as it were, they meet and resolve. Apparently, they are opposites, but they are actually together, and so therefore they are not opposites. It is, this is the greatness is my gown. Allah is great. God is the source of all this. If you put on that gown, Allah, then things become different for you. Then you wade through all these conflicts, that God has made it like that. It is God alone. So put that gown, means cover yourself with that gown. And then that my moon that is bright, and my that sun that is light that I get, the east is my, everywhere this is there. East is my west. It is not different. It is means rising and setting. And they are the relative terms. The rising means setting. Unless it sets, it doesn't rise at all again. What imagine, if the sun or the moon doesn't set, then it won't rise again. It is the setting and the rising. All these dualities, they are conflicting, but they are together. And it is with this gown of Allah, God. It is Sri Ramakrishna therefore used to always say that that keep the name of God always going on, and you put that gown, as this analogy goes, that hold on to that God, then these conflicts will resolve. The conflict, why there is misery in the world, why honest people have to suffer. It is a very loaded statement. Why honest people have to suffer? While asking this question, one puts oneself in the group of honest. And therefore, many say, because I am honest, I am suffering. It is okay, then become dishonest and try. It is. So, read these statements, they setting places are my rising place. And parting is closeness. And closeness is parting. You come close to part. And when you are apart, still you feel the connection, so you are not really apart. You say that, oh, I want to meet my son. He lives so far away, so I have to go and meet my son. Now, even if that son is staying right near you, yet there is distance. Isn't it, Srinivas? Even if you are sitting so close to your mom, there is still distance. How close can you be? No. And even if you are far apart, you think of each other. Suppose one is staying near South Pole, another near North Pole. Still you think of each other, so thought is connecting you, as it were. You are together in thought. So it is really that parting is closeness. Because you keep on thinking, that, oh, that is my son has gone somewhere to, say, Alaska. So, but then you think of it, so it is you feel close. And then if it is still very close, still you are apart, many times. I asked uh, uh, one gentleman, so how is your wife doing? Well, we are in our own worlds, I don't know much about her. So we live in the same place, but then she is in her own world. And then one day I asked the wife after some days, how is he? He lives in his own world. So it is, although living together, they are world apart, you see. And it is like a kind of common experience, not that it is some special couple. Almost everybody has this kind of experience. We are together but far apart. So, even say, a funny example I am giving, please forgive me. Uh, a, some bacteria in your tummy, how far is it from you? How far? Uh, Physically, no distance at all. It is inside you. But and do you have very nice feelings about it? No. So it is like that. The closeness is parting, parting is closeness. It is. So, if I want to walk in my garden, I see all creation mirrored in myself. Mm. Think of this. All that we think of as our creation, what is that? It is I. That is because it is through my mind, brain, sense organs that is coming to me. So it is part of me. The whole moon or sun or whatever, it is in my eyes. So it is, thus it is just my myself, mirrored in myself. And when I leave, I am the leader. This is a very funny statement. When I leave, I am the leader and I have no one to leave behind. So only leader, there are no followers. It is sometimes at our headquarters and in our that other monastic, Swami, you are head at the Providence Center. I said, I have no tail, only head is there. So it is one day in some forums where my friend, may Allah maintain him, was, this is a special Islamic style of speaking about somebody, that may Allah have mercy on him and so forth. Especially one must always, if you take the name of the Prophet Muhammad, you have to repeat this, that may Allah have mercy on him. So may Allah maintain him. He was sitting there. I banged their hearings. What an expression, say. I banged their hearings with some verses I sang, and I deposited them in my book, Isra. This is another book by Ibn Arabi. In my book of Isra. See, it is, I am the Quran. It is kind of blasphemous to say in Islam, to say like that, that I am the Quran and the seven duels. Seven duels, it is not still very clear. This author has given many nice comments, but still this word seven duels, in spite of his commentary, is still not clear. That the conflicts at seven different levels that we face, that is the meaning, but what exactly are these seven levels? At different level, all levels we have conflicts in the world. Two, as it were, wrestling. That is the meaning of duel. There is a duel, like in the American president election. There is the duel between Democrat and Republican candidates. So they fight it out, as it were. There are other smaller parties here and there, but nobody gives much attention to them. It is a duel. So similarly, when we see it is a duel, can we realize this? It is a duel that is being played by the object of vision and the organ of vision. A duel is being played between them. So it could be, the meaning seven could be the five sensory organs, the mind and the intellect. At these seven levels, the duel is being played. That ear and the object of the ear, hearing. It is a duel. The two come together and fight it out, as it were. Who is the knower, who is the known? So this duel is that I am the Quran and the seven duels. The spirit of spirits, not the spirit of pots or the bodies. I am the spirit of the spirit. That it is what you see in a body, you think that you are conditioning it with the body. But remove, this is what is the sadhana or spiritual practice of transcendence. See the spirit of the spirits and not the spirit of the bodies. My heart is resident with my known, witnessing him, and with you is my tongue. It is again the impression and expression. Tongue is expressing. We talk and all that. That is my tongue is for you. I am speaking out about it. I speak and express myself. That is the job of the tongue. I am expressing. Now, but there is the impression, my heart is resident with my known. That I have knowledge, but the knowledge is getting expressed through words. There is last time we had discussed that a process of, conversions is going on there. There are the interfaces, different interfaces in the this computer science and all. They use this word interface. You have to introduce an interface. One physics postdoctoral student living here some years ago, I asked him, very brilliant person, and I asked him, do you think it is feasible that the corona or this biological virus, can it be transmitted through a computer? Because those days, it was that oh, don't come in touch with each other, physically be remote, work on your computers or with your phones, that is okay. But suppose the virus can get to you through these computers, then computers have viruses. So can this virus affect you through computer? Our Dr. Tilak said, stop nonsense, it is no there. But this man said, oh, it is possible. You have to provide the proper interfaces. That's it, you have to convert. There is no mystery about it. It is like when I am speaking here, what the microphone and the other parts of the sound system, there is an interface to convert it into data. It gets converted into data. Then that data gets transmitted, and it is all many are listening online on YouTube. That the data gets transferred. It again gets converted into the visual and audio bytes by the providing suitable interface, and they hear that. So similarly, he said, yes, a virus can be transmitted like that. Just convert it, physical, into the that digital data, and then that digital data again will get converted into the biological data, and it can be done. And another, this very bright student, she was staying here those days, and I asked her, she started denouncing me that, no, what nonsense are you talking? It cannot be possible. And she is an electronic engineer and all that, computer scientist. So said, no, no, don't talk nonsense like that. I said, think about it, why you are just being so dismissive. Think about it. And then after she gave it a thought and did some research on internet, she came to me kind of, Swami, it is possible. There are many papers already published on this, that how this virus, you have to just put an interface. So it is this heart, you have the awareness of God here. Now, to communicate that knowledge with others, you put interface, depending on with whom you are going to converse. All will not be satisfied only with one this interface for all. Like if I start giving this talk in Hindi, then a few those who understand Hindi will be able to get it, not others. So because that interface is not capable of connecting to everybody, so I have to put suitable interface that will bring it that to others. And at various levels those interfaces are. So therefore that is that it gets expressed in life. The tongue is only symbolic there. They look at Sri Ramakrishna, that the knowledge of the divine and his behavior, his dealings with others, that would express it, whether he uses words or doesn't use words. So that becomes the non-dual understanding or awareness, whatever word that is. Therefore, he calls it, it is, my heart is resident with my known. It's a very beautiful expression. That not that God is resident in my heart, but my heart is resident with God. That my awareness is completely, my consciousness is completely with God. Witnessing Him all the time. Think of Sri Ramakrishna, the best example that you can see is Sri Ramakrishna. Always seeing God. Always. There is no time when he is not seeing God. He may be seeing other things with God, on God, superimposed on God. Like in a movie, you are seeing a mountain, you are seeing this man, that woman, that school, as cars running and planes flying. All you see different things in movie, and you are saying that, oh yes, look at that plane, look at that ship, look at that sea. While you are seeing all this, are you not seeing the screen? Think of that. You are seeing the screen basically. It is. Where you see ship means what? The screen is appearing there as ship, isn't it? So Sri Ramakrishna knows that. We also know that while seeing a movie, that yes, it is movie, that is the screen. On the screen, these are appearances. So even when Srinivas sees fire in the movie, he doesn't take out his phone and dial 911 because it is the screen that is there, not. So he is aware that he is seeing the screen which is permanently there. Other things are coming and going. So Sri Ramakrishna is constantly aware of the presence of God as this common screen on which everything else is being seen. So that is the my heart is resident of God, and uh, witnessing Him, and with you, when I am interacting with others, it is what? My life, my tongue, I speak. So that is how he expresses it like that. Thus, do not look with your eye towards my body and give up singing melodies. Ah, there is still God there. My appearance may be bad. The body may be not to your liking. Bad means what? There is nothing bad as such. And to somebody's liking, to somebody's disliking. It is there is no uniformity. It is just for example. Do not draw any political conclusions. Some people like Trump. Some people don't like Trump, and they have their the. Certainly, there are some who likes. There are certainly some who dislike. But yet, the spirit is the same. It is. So don't stop singing melodies that is in praise of God. It is. Whatever it is, just a matter of expression, matter of appearance, and that's all. That somebody, there is nothing like evil except in appearance. The spirit is never tarnished by that. Just because some villain appears in the movie doesn't mean the screen goes bad. The screen remains same. So it is that understanding one must develop. Dive into the sea of the essence of the essence. You will then see wonders never manifested for the eyes. This is a deep thing. And you will see the secrets perceived ambiguously hidden in the spirits of meanings. But I swear by Allah that I sang no single piece of this poem, but I was hearing it just as dead. And uh, this is not, he doesn't say it is my creation. Just I was hearing it as dead, means without any interference caused by me. That is how poetically it is described. It is just the words of God. Sometimes it is said in dream, like the author of famous Rama Raksha Stotram. He says uh, that it is how I got it in dream. Tatha likhitavan prapta prabuddho buddha kaushikah. That how in my dream it was all told to me by the Shiva, Lord Shiva. It is the praise of Rama, that hymn. But as told by Shiva in my dream, I wrote it out. So it is, there is no contribution of me as such. And that was for some wisdom I am seeking its fulfillment, and for a purpose in the soul of Jacob he accomplished. Jacob was in the Bible, in Islamic or Jewish or Christian, you get this figure Jacob, whom God transformed through knowledge. Jacob is therefore also called Israel. So it is. And so, thus, this we shall continue this discussion today. It is already 8:28. So, in our next class, we shall, and that will be the last class of this year's this studies, because I am not that the book is finished, but I am going to India, so for a few days, and so we will discontinue this study for this summer, and yeah, let's see next summer what happens. So we shall take up this particular point and some other points in our next class. So let us conclude with the prayers. And one thing that uh, there will be some nice mangoes offered to Lord. They will be, they are being cut and you eat it on the way out as you go out today. So that is not for the online listeners. Yeah, they cannot get mangoes. The technology has to develop a lot for that. Uh, Another interface has to get introduced. So this is a wonder. This is, see, the interface developed. So what is happening here? People say thousands of miles away can see it, hear it. And so similarly, the other senses also will get gradually uh, changed to have the electronic transmission component to them. So you can taste, you can smell, you can have touch, and there is no difference then. The distance will have no meaning. So, any questions, friends, on what we discussed today? There is no question here. Any question upstairs?
Siddha just asked, by spirit, you mean consciousness?
That is correct. Spirit here in these discussions, it means consciousness. It is the, uh, I don't know exactly what Arabic word he has used, but the translator has used the word spirit. Sometimes they use the word ruha in Arabic. Ruha is the word in Arabic and Persian, which means the essence, the spirit. Yeah. But I am not sure if this word has been used by him. But here, spirit means consciousness. Yeah. Yes. Hey.
Maharaj, that poem that you showed where he's talking of the opposites, right? Like the rising place is the setting places are my east, like that. Is he? Is it somewhat in line with that, where Sri Krishna tells that when it is night for the world, it's day for me?
Exactly. Yeah, actually, you are very correct.
Oh,
That it has that connotation, sure. Yeah. That it is, as I was telling, your knowledge. According to your knowledge, you move forward. For the worldly people, they have this objects of senses as the something worth possessing. So they run for that. That is day for them. Whereas for those who have seen through them as it is matter, that is just ignorance, they are just shadows. They don't go for that. It is night for them. The worldly people don't go to God. Oh, where is it? No, we don't care about it. They don't go to that. The wise people go, that is the reality. They go to God. You are correct. And thank you very much for bringing it out. So, let us conclude with these prayers. Om Asatu Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormam Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness of ignorance to the light of knowledge, and from this limited mortal existence to the true immortal, unlimited existence. Peace, peace, peace. I just told them that there will be mangoes, there, please take. It is Sri Ramakrishna told the life is for eating mangoes. Yeah, it is. Please read the incidents, where he said that. Yeah, that naturally, incarnation of God and doesn't come to tell, God doesn't incarnate to tell you he is not having mango estates to, so not for marketing mangoes. So it is, but he did say life is for eating mangoes. So you can do that right now.